Third down, nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
On the move. Maybe some room here. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. Man, oh man, contact was optional. It was like the back was engaging in a lot of social distancing or something.
That was way too easy. Defenses is about funneling the ball to the unblocked defender. You could tell they didn't have a clue what was going on. They got to get the ball turned. You can't let them run north-south and try to get him downhill like that, especially with that kind of speed.
Run in the red zone, it's Robinson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Running inside. It's Hughes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Houston going up tempo. Looking to throw, it's Henderson. Got his man. Still running at the 40. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
And this can happen on those third and shorts, man. A lot of times, everybody expecting run, ball out, receiver making the play. That's all you got to do, man. Break a few tackles. All of a sudden, you turn a quick throw into a big gain, and that's a big third down conversion.
Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
It's complete on the right side. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. Nearing the midway point of this season, Week 5 in our coverage of EA Sports College Football. It's the Houston Cougars and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Thanks, guys. The Cougars head coach told me he is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Sooners headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. The run inside. It's Hughes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Henderson. Makes the catch. It's Hughes. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Houston wants to play fast.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. first and second down on the ground. Abject disasters. Third and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Oh, they're after him. Got the back over the middle. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Nice job there by the running back working the middle of the field in the passing game. I think oftentimes when defenders see these running backs coming out of the backfield, they're just anticipating a swing route or a flat route, something to the perimeter. That time, he put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face and found himself in the middle of the field.
And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Really, really good pursuit by the defense. It's tough. Once you roll outside the pocket, you kind of cut the field in half, and he's getting pursued by everybody. Nowhere to throw the football. Great chasing angles by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball.
Here's a give to Robinson. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. I get everybody's heart pumping a little bit, bouncing off that right upright and through. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've gotten the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Looking for room. It's Hughes. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Henderson. Hit as he throws. make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Moving out to the right. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
This punt will be down just inside the 40-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just great.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. And he's wrestled to the ground. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Handoff to Xavier. Might have a chance. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
To the air, it's Mateer. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot, and we're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got him, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hughes. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Back to pass, it's Henderson. Looking for space to the left. Gonna take a shot. Fires the pass, intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Catch in the middle, it's Sategna. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Maybe a crease. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Sooners trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Got his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
He'll bring it out. It's Parks. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Henderson. Dances away. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Oh, that could have been disaster if he'd snagged that pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, looking to pass. Fighting off the defender. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
There's a good example of how pressure on the quarterback can affect his accuracy. There was no way that ball was being completed.
Looking to throw again. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Dropping back, it's Henderson. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they can't hook up on the play, and that brings up a 4th down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Just going to keep it after the snap.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Still on his feet at the 25. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Goodness gracious, I don't know if that head coach is gutsy or crazy.
Probably both, maybe both. A lot of coaches are, but the analytics do say you should go for it more on 4th down than conventional wisdom would suggest. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And the Cougars moving quickly to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Hughes. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Under fire. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. On the move, it's Hughes. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Cougars. Ball that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Mateer. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Harris. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. They get to him as he throws. He's got it down the right side. All the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Escapes the pressure to his right. The short hands, it's Hughes. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense.
He'll take a shot. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Robinson. Got enough for the first. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Stands in and takes the hit. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Still looking, on the move. He turns it loose to the left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. You felt as if there might be a huge play coming when he got out and got loose to the left, heaved it downfield, but couldn't quite make a connection.
And your brain has to switch immediately when you're playing defense and that QB gets outside the pocket. I got to understand my scramble rules. I got to understand now I start running towards where I'm at. The other side of the field, I got to start getting to the middle of the field, understanding what the receivers are doing. Nice job by the defense being able to react to the quarterback once he got outside the pocket.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll field the punt and look for room. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We begin our whip around with Florida taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys. And it's the Gators setting score records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but...
Caught, and he's got room.
And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Extending the play. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. Finding some room. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
He'll bring it out. It's Parks. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some...
Lofts one deep down the right side. Upstairs he's got it. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 40. Looking to pass. It's Wegman. Got him downfield. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown Cougars! Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
He does a really nice job getting the snap, getting the ball to his wide receiver in stride so he continued to run full speed and make all those yards after the catch and get all the way to the end zone.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Number 91, set to kick it off.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Robinson again. There's a crease. Smashes through the tackle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
He wants to change this route. Handoff to Xavier. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds his big tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. He'll take it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. He'll pull it down. Fights off a defender. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Bringing the heat. Working the middle, it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Motion from the wide receiver.
Hey, 1852, soldier! 1852, soldier! Return, return! Hey, move! Go, go!
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Pocket breaking down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, going to the air. Quick completion on the out. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here's Xavier Robinson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And it's a sack.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gonna take a shot, and his throw is incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Got it in the middle. It's Walker. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to rough.
It's picked off. That's number 10.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got to lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Got a little space. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air, it's Mateer. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Parks. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Here comes the Houston offense out and ready to go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Houston going up tempo.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They'll run it. It's Hughes. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Up-tempo for the offense. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
Back to throw, it's Queckman. Going for 6. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because
field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Pulls it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
Back to pass. It's Mateer. Finds his target down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He might want another play. Calls his own number. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? Fourth down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, David.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive.
Could be an alley. Inside the 30. The 10. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that